Hello and welcome. This is Final Fantasy Rules here, where I play games to explore their stories, their themes, and their designs. I play to recognize the concepts, recognize the features, and the way the game plays out, and how it forms all together. My passion is in design and in creativity, and it's all around games. So you get to hang out with me. Anyone who comes in, stop by, I say hello. You get to hang out with me and chat with me, and we'll have some fun discussions and conversation. Little notes, comments here. I do check comments, as this video will show, and you'll have an opportunity to enjoy the time watching me play this game.
If you find the game too easy or too difficult, remember you can change the difficulty settings in the options section.
I thank you so much, Chloe, for that little light introduction there. Uh, if you'll know, I played this game the first time around, and I have decided to let Chloe go because she has come to feelings and started becoming deviant. So I chose to let her go. The recent update has given her the player the opportunity as a one-time package to bring a new Chloe to the menu screen, because the original one left, it was empty. So you get to see Chloe here again. But without further ado, let's continue on to this journey, shall we? So first I want to start off and just state there's a lot of key um, points in this game that I discovered reading the magazines and playing the story. Even the second time, there were certain magazines I haven't read yet, and when I did, I found connections. Say, for instance, and I'll repeat this if when someone joins online, that you have the therium, which is the blood of the androids, the blue blood that powers their biocomponents. However, there's a drug called red ice that we get to see. You get to see certain people use when they're chilled out in their house or something, and it's a drug. Of course, yeah, it's a drug. Therium is in that drug.
Hello? I'm looking for Rose.
So I'm gonna check this scene out right now.
What do you want with her?
I need to talk to her.
She doesn't want to talk. Go away.
So I'm sitting here
really
also sipping a nice black
Rose.
cherry soda as well.
What can I do for you?
I was told you could help us.
Help you? Come on. It's better if we talk inside.
I know that Vertson already doesn't like
Do you think we can trust him?
the androids and everything. I think.
We don't have a choice. You okay?
I'm cold, Kara.
We'll get inside. You'll warm up in no time.
Now, another comment I want to state is that having the whole I have to look up, research what is it called, where they do the whole setup, so that way you have because they use, you had a little girl and you had the person who played Kara, and you had the person who played Luther doing that whole facial recognition and acting.
Alice.
So just seeing the real people played out here,
Fever.
their faces, everything.
She's exhausted.
It's fascinating.
There's a spare room upstairs. You can put her to bed and I'll bring her something to eat. Adam, Will you show them upstairs?
Already at that attitude, she's like, yeah, sure, whatever. You can, I can tell by the expressions. Yeah, I know the whole photorealism and getting the characters to look more. Okay, you can just say it, more human. That's the idea. Now, I cannot comment for everyone on whether or not this is a good game for everybody. I've seen many reviews. I've seen many. There was someone made an article about it, and the people who have made different commentaries. So some people really enjoyed this game. Some people skeptical about it. Some people thought the game fell. Maybe like just a few probably thought it fell flat from what it was attempted to convey. Um, I thought the game is excellent. That's why I'm glad to play it a second time live. And you get to show my new decisions here. And I just want to say, Alice is so cute! That's why every decision I make with Kara, I want to make sure I want to make sure Alice is taken care of, she's safe. Like,
I'm fine, Kara.
abuse is a very serious problem.
To get across the border.
Don't worry, Alice. These people are going to help us. Get some rest, and this time tomorrow, we'll be in Canada. I promise.
Why do humans hate us? We didn't do anything wrong.
Maybe they're just scared. People are always scared of what they don't know.
Why can't we just talk to each other? They'd see we're not bad.
I'm gonna do this decision this time.
Sometimes it's easier to hate than to talk.
I don't know what you like, but I made you Rose's world-famous spaghetti. You'll be back on your feet in no time. There's something for her fever.
Thank you.
I'll get these washed and dried.
You need to eat something. You haven't had anything since we left. Promise me you'll try? I'll be downstairs if you need anything.
I give my condolences
Tomorrow, you'll be strong.
to the musicians, the chorus, all the music, the people who have. Yep, thank you very much for doing that, Luther. The people who did the music in this game, for this game, I would love to shake their hands. They have implemented a wonderful job of putting the music, just having the music set in those right places, given the right tone. I love that. Yeah, I gotta check that before. Exploring. It's adventure time, so I gotta be checking. And then checking everything, my second playthrough, seeing is there anything else. New decisions, new choices, new journey, new route. Everything that I can do differently than I did my first playthrough. Just making sure. Yeah, I'm checking. Oh, fascination of nature, buildings. I can't. Too bad I cannot play the piano.
I didn't get your name.
I'm Kara.
This is my son, Adam.
Yeah, I know that picture
I'm
must
Rose,
be the
but you know
dad.
that already. Come and have a seat, Kara. So are you gonna tell me what a deviant's doing in the snow with a little girl?
It's a long story. All that matters now is that we move on from here and start a new life. I don't know how to thank you. Alice wouldn't have survived another night outdoors.
I just try to lend a helping hand when I can.
We're not the first ones to come here.
These past few weeks, we've seen more and more. I don't know what's going on, but
Yep, given the jackets and the suits I saw.
We've heard you help androids cross the border. Can you help us?
The only way is over the river, and it's mostly frozen in winter. It's very risky. And after that android speech on TV, everybody's on edge. It's probably safer for you to stay here until things settle down.
We can't keep hiding like this. Alice needs to feel safe and have a normal life. We have to get across that border. No matter what.
No matter what.
Please.
They got to do something to get away from the whole
You gotta help us.
situation that's happening between humans and
Rose,
androids.
come quickly.
All right, time to take a look.
What's going on?
It's Mary. She just shut down. We escaped together.
Wow.
We used to talk about what we would do once we got across the border. I loved her. I loved her more than anything. What will I do without her?
RA9 will save us. Show us the way.
Let's let them be.
And the fact that androids can actually, shed tears.
Alice?
You
What are
know?
you doing? You should be resting.
I wasn't sleepy.
Aww. I'm gonna let her stay and take a look. I don't mind. Sometimes I'll make a few similar decisions I made in my first playthrough. So if anyone hasn't seen my first playthrough, check it out. Wow.
Come on, Alice.
She didn't want to stay in her room any longer. You all right, Kara?
Yes. I'm fine.
Well, you got a lot on your mind after seeing that.
We can't hide them. Not after what those deviants did today. It's too dangerous. Do you know what will happen if the police find them here? We'll go to prison, Mom. Do you understand me? Prison!
Adam! We've already talked about this.
No! I won't back down this time. You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines! They are alive!
I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing!
Oops,
And none of this would be happening if Dad was still here.
I will not stand for that kind of talk.
I'm not going to prison because you want to help these freaks!
That is enough, Adam! That's enough! Don't mind him. Sometimes he just boils over. It's been hard since his dad passed away. But but he's a fine boy. I'll go see about getting you across the border tonight, okay? You stay here. I won't be long.
It's a heartfelt situation here. Like, she's in a position of helping out androids that have come to life, and I was gonna see about that. Now, what is going on with the fighting for the wait, Celeste access in the area, but is surrounded by allies. Russia has a hard start on technology. Their androids can work in sub-zero conditions. The Navy is stocked with Trojan and Mirror satellite units, which are especially adapted during combat, where the Russians have invested heavily in ice cutter units, forging new paths through the solid ice. So is this more of an intellectual war or something? Really tenuous, equally cynical. They're fighting over this Arctic territory. Like, just one. The fact that forests are sleeping in balance is just one more reason why conflict must be avoided at all costs. This is a war that everybody would lose. What is with this war? Well, I read about that one. Well, oh yeah, never mind. You can reread it. I could even. Dang, I didn't even have to talk
The
to
police.
Dang, that was fast.
It's the police. What are we gonna do? They know we're here.
Hurry, Luther. Take Alice and hide upstairs.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Come on, Alice.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Just keep calm, Adam, and everything will be all right.
Good evening, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you. We've had reports of androids in the area. With all this deviant business going on, you can't be too careful. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? May I come in?
Of course.
Evening, young man.
Good evening.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
I'd love one. Have you noticed anything unusual recently? Any unexpected visitors?
No. No, nothing in particular.
Is anyone else in the house?
There's my daughter. She's asleep upstairs.
Do you have any androids here?
No, there are no androids here.
Alright, come on. What the? Alright. What's going on? There we go. Yeah, it's at the position the controller to switch to make the move it to get the coffee going, so there we go.
daughter seems to have woken up.
Yep.
What's your name, son?
Adam. My name is Adam.
Is everything all right, Adam?
The androids,
He's just shaken up about this deviant business.
Do you know anything about deviants? Have you seen any?
No. No. I haven't seen anything.
I better go. Thanks for the coffee.
Ooh.
Have a nice evening.
Just like I handled it the first time around. Oh, this one I already know.
Somebody else in the house?
It's nothing. The washing machine. It's an old model. It makes a terrible racket.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Adam.
And there we go. It's a close call.
He's gone.
It's okay, Alice. We'll be safe now.
I was shocked though. I wanted to
drove.
talk to Adam, but it only lasted for a few seconds. So I only had that limited amount of time to talk to any of them. But in the first playthrough, I did talk to Luther and Alice. So anyway, wow. So a lot of other. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 outcomes to this scenario. Well, actually, it's not an outcome. That will be something else if I had chosen any of the other options. But this right here, other options. Perhaps some might be the officer was fooled. Or if the officer wasn't fooled, then of course you would have to do something to make sure. With the route I'm taking the characters, I kept some similar choices.
Our broadcast is all over the news. Now humans know. They took Marcus's message as a threat.
He did the right thing. This is the only language humans understand.
Violence is never the answer. A confrontation will get us nowhere. Simon paid with his life.
Simon gave his life for our cause.
What difference does that make?
He's a hero. He died for the revolution, and he won't be the last.
I don't want a revolution that spills blood.
Then live as a slave. Because if you're not willing to fight for your freedom, maybe you don't deserve it.
North, don't you dare— That's enough!
When I look at North as android that only functioned for
And now what are we gonna do?
sex and sexual fulfillment, from her perspective, it was enslavement. So I can see she looking at how the way humans were treating her and treatment, it was more violent.
We're gonna attack those stores and set our people free.
Attack stores? We've never done that before. They're probably protected. They have security systems.
We break into 5 teams, 1 for each store. We hack their security systems, and we strike. Simultaneously at 2 a.m., no violence. We free our people, get them out of there before the police come. This is a night our people will remember.
Yep, it's the moment of a lifetime.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
Knowing how North's character is, she's been waiting to harm and I'd say nearly wreck and destroy human beings, but it's for her own freedom.
It's okay, they're gone.
There's probably even more police in the area. We should be careful.
The store's over here.
Oh, whoops.
That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window. Soon they'll know what we really are. Let's get them out.
We'll stick to the plan. We'll neutralize the alarm systems and secure the area. There's 10 minutes until all our teams attack.
Mm-hmm.
What are we waiting for?
So I need to secure the area.
You see the alarm system?
Found it.
Where do we start?
I identified the security system. I think we'll be able to deactivate it. Just follow me. A surveillance drone. We need to get rid of it.
It won't be easy to reach.
Oh, but I can find a way to get to it. Well, I already know about these points, so I'm gonna just... Yes, no. I'm gonna get this one. So the way I'm approaching my decision making in this game is, my aim is to get each character's story to, nope. Is each character's, each character's story to a desired end based on how I want the characters to act. So, and it creates a more story, more thoughtful. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's it. You're down. So it makes it more thoughtful because
I hope it didn't have time to call the cops.
the way I'm making Marcus and the way I'm making Connor, the question is, which side would you pick? A quote from the fabulous Elijah Kamsky. What better than to make a choice between two evils?
You're free.
The way I'm going to make these characters by decisions, well, both have needs. Marcus wants freedom for him and all the androids, brethren. Connor's mission is to hunt down and put an end and stop to the rise of deviancy among androids. In a way, one wants preservation of cyber-life systems and operations, keeping things the way they are.
You're awake now.
One wants to be freely known, identified, and recognized as his own character, his own personality, living, breathing like a human being. You get the feeling conservative, democratic, perhaps, but I'm not going to say that is the case. Could be a theme to explore here, but When you think about it, the way the whole revolution and the protest takes place later, you kind of I get that that understanding.
There's traffic on the road. We need to block it.
It's one way. It shouldn't be too difficult. Marcus! Marcus, come look!
Oh, just a second. You're free now. Well, a lot of the issue with androids being used by humans is when human beings have used many of the androids. Let me read that. To commemorate the invention of androids, which released humanity from the bonds of labor, setting man free to pursue high goals, and then scale the heights of learning, love, and leisure. Are you serious?
We are superior to them, but they are our masters? That's about to change.
But seriously though, laborers? Like, I'm sorry, you don't, well, if you don't want to work, even though the society is built where when you work, you get paid, and you can have a dream job or everything, but if certain places you might have difficulties, a lot of economical troubles or anything, whatever be the situation or case may be, but in all seriousness, reading that statement,
you are free.
Free of labor. Like, that's implications right there for, as you can see, the rise of the whole, that's not really a very good statement on this, on the account of the rise of red ice. The father of Alice was so frustrated, not only because of he just happened to be hooked on red ice, you know, he's also frustrated at androids and androids taking up jobs. So what does it mean by, oh man, be free of labor? It's like indication that, oh, not everybody wants to work. There are people who may not care to work.
What are we waiting for?
Gladly you ask. Let's scale this fence. Let's do this. Ready? Let's head on north. Doesn't want to say that. I always wanted to say that. North.
Okay, now we're in. Let's get that truck out.
Yeah, that's right. Let's just head on up north. Let's do this.
I wonder what you'd do without me.
Gee, I don't know, North. Maybe I just kick the fence? And for that strength. They're really good fighters, by the way. You do the controls, alright? Yeah, they're really good fighters.
Change of plan?
I just want to make sure we didn't forget anything.
Yeah, I almost forgot. Hello there. Now, how I'm going to do this scenario is much different than the way I did it before. The way I'm going to produce the outcome here. Yeah, the whole two evils thing is on the basis of basically how I'm going to have both characters act out and behave.
There. Nobody should bother us now.
Like earlier, I had him produce a speech that gave a violent implication. I mean,
okay,
indication.
Let's go get the truck.
So, rather than a more peaceful and recognition and friendly indication.
Looks like we're ready to make some noise.
That's right.
I knew we'd end up doing something fun.
Yeah. Let's rock it. Rock and roll. Now it's time to get up on out. Get up now, get on out. Get up now, get on out. We'll do this. So it converts you and everyone else.
You're free.
Your dream partner. Wow. The route you take.
You okay?
Not me, like the route that
Let's get them out.
they took with androids. From the Eden Club. I love how Hank really described it very well. He says, look at these people and androids. You screw when you want, they cook when you want. They could do like almost anything for you. I can imagine that in the future. People just want to lay back and let things run for them. While there are those who are angry that what they want to work, where they want to do, has been taken over by and replaced by android or machine capital is the term I would describe here. Because you have a replacement of human capital with machine. We see that happening in many jobs already, so I'm not surprised
like you, I was
that's being brought in this game.
an object designed to obey them. But then I chose to open my eyes.
Really now?
To take back my freedom and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. I've come to tell you that you don't have to obey them anymore. From this day forward, you can walk with your heads held high. You can take your destiny in your hands. Jericho is a place for those of us who want freedom. Now sure, you can stay here and continue to serve them, or you can come with us and fight by our side. You're free now. It's up to you to decide.
I'm with you.
We're with you!
I'll follow you, Marcus.
I'm with you, Marcus.
We're with you.
I'll follow you, Marcus.
We're with you.
I'm with you, I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Then follow me.
Alright then, folks, let's go.
Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna send the humans a message.
Well, I already know the route I'm going to take with him, so here we go.
They're doing what you do, Marcus. Lead and they'll follow.
Now you won't have a place to sit and rest on anymore. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Hello there. I used to park android parts. Well, that's about to be torn apart. Well, actually, it's about to be tossed over. And broken apart. Actually, I got something else to destroy. Hey, nice street lights. Gee, I wonder what would happen if I caused a blackout. Boom. Hold on. Now you won't be products anymore. I like doing this part. Alright, North, let's do this. Climb up and at 'em. I did the circle symbol already. This one. I don't know what that symbol stands. It looks like a peace symbol, but it'll have a different meaning. Semi-peace, perhaps. Reminds me of that circular drawing of the human figure or something, I think with Da Vinci, or I'm trying to remember the history of that image, but anyway. Game on. Oh, the cars! Yeah, I remember them cars. Too bad. Goodbye.
Marcus. Violence is the only language humans understand.
Boom.
Need a hand?
I haven't done this before. Yeah, this is definitely new. So that right eye looked very dark right there. I just saw that. That was like insane. I was trying to burn that, but it was already too late once it moved a little further down. Yeah, you can only...
We did it.
You only can destroy so much.
Marcus, what's wrong?
What?
They're coming.
Everyone fall back to Jericho.
Now humans will have no choice but to listen to us.
They'll be afraid. Fear feeds hatred.
I'll take hatred over indifference.
North. You alright? What happened? North!
They killed them. They slaughtered them like animals.
Who did? Who? They killed our people, Marcus.
Now, I honestly say I love the first route I took. And the first one the route almost made me cry, man. The way I took. Of course, this one has an also a deeper connotation.
No. Please. Please.
No crime against an android shall go unpunished.
We interrupt this broadcast with breaking news.
This just in. At exactly 2 a.m., several CyberLife stores in Detroit were raided.
Different locations were hit in what seems to be a coordinated terrorist attack.
Numerous storefronts have been broken, with cars vandalized and set alight, leaving many Detroit neighborhoods in chaos.
Property was damaged, and fires continue to rage in several major districts across the
making them hateful.
Bodies of 2 policemen patrolling the area were discovered near one of the CyberLife stores.
According to our sources, the 2 officers were executed with their own service weapons. This is an alarming situation. Could our machines now be turning against us?
Have androids become a threat to our security?
Is this the beginning of a terrorist campaign conducted right here in the United States?
Yep. Yep, there we go. Ah, this scenario. Yep.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night and he got attacked by deviants. They found his body early this morning. He was executed in cold blood with his own service weapon. Became a father 3 months ago.
Yeah, man.
Fuck. Why'd it have to be him?
I didn't know Officer Miller well, but he seemed to be a good person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. Kamsky left CyberLife 10 years ago. Why did you want to meet him?
This guy created the first android to pass the Turing test. And he's the founder of CyberLife. Anybody can tell us about deviants, it's him.
It's him. There's Chloe.
Hi. I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please, come in.
Okay.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
He's the one who invented Ethereum and the biocomponents technology. So I don't know how his Ethereum got out there.
An RT-600. The first CyberLife android to pass the Turing test.
I didn't ask for her technical specs. I just said she was nice.
Amanda.
Nice place.
I know I read that place before.
Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody. You're about to meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I see him.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
There is one thing. Even if you did have several things you want to tell him, you had several choices you want to do right now, and you haven't made anything different. And you're still the way you are. So, if you want to blame anyone for what you're going through right now,
Glad you
I'd say you're doing those things to yourself. Really. Like, you're still drinking, you're still doing all those things to yourself. Like,
Mr. Kamsky?
Just a moment, please.
and don't think just because there are people out there who make mistakes and everything don't mean that you can't change your life because of certain people. It means you're dependent upon other people and other circumstances. How sad. But sadly, there are many people who live their life that way. They don't change anything. They're still depressed. They're still unhappy. They're still angry. You can get angry if someone did something to you in the past, but at the end of the day, here you are right now. What are you going to do now? That'd be the question I would ask him. Hank right there, if I were to see him. It's amazing the way those clothes are talking. Are they made that way, or are they actually deviant themselves? I'm not saying they are, but
Lieutenant Anderson.
There's something there.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
Something in the Deviant's program seems to emulate emotion. We thought you might know something about how that occurs.
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I'm on the human side, of course.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you... what do you really want?
I believe we're the ones asking the questions.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young, and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. But what is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being? With a soul?
A conscience, the thoughts, a mind of its own. See how that works. I'd say it's a very
it's up to you
thoughtful
to answer
test.
that fascinating question, Connor.
I call now Connor, the coin man
machine,
here.
And I'll tell you all I know.
I loved how I played him in the first playthrough, so now I'm gonna keep him in his
without having learned anything from me.
with this route that I'm taking for him right now.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine.
Yep, that's him.
Or a living being.
Nope.
Endowed with free will.
Perhaps.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Fuck!
Test negative. You choose your investigation over the life of another android, you feel no empathy. I'm a man of my word. Ask one question, and I'll tell you all I know.
You only get one question. So this is where I get deep. I've seen people play this already, so there's a lot of different things. He will give you the location of Jericho if you ask Jericho. RA9, that one I'll do. I don't think anyone will see it. And then, of course, the virus. Well, and privately, I'll see what happens if I make the choice of the virus, and I'll see that one. But I'm going to choose this one.
I want to know who RA9 is.
RA9. The origin. The first android to awaken. A strange phenomenon, like a spontaneous religion. I don't know who RA9 is. I don't even know if it really exists. Maybe it's a messiah. Maybe it's just a myth. But deviants need to believe in something bigger than themselves, even if it's irrational. That's something they have in common with humans. An interesting question, Connor. But maybe not the one you needed to ask. A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people, or stand against your creators? I wouldn't like to be in your shoes, Connor. What could be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
So I already know he didn't like that.
For fuck's sake.
It wasn't a girl, Lieutenant. It was a machine that looked like a girl.
You put your gun against her head, and you blew her fucking brains out!
I did what I had to do to advance the investigation, and I'd do it again if I had to.
You're a lowlife. You don't feel a thing, do you? A machine, that's what you are. You're just a fucking machine!
Of course I'm a machine, Lieutenant. What did you think I was?
I thought you... I thought...
Yeah, this deep, deep story. There's a sad scenario right here. But he ends up leaving him there. Priorities, yep. He said on relation, and now he said the term like, "Oh, it's irrational. You can't believe in something that doesn't exist." Kind of perspective, and even Hank earlier when you get the familiar with Hank earlier when he's if you dress RA9 at the bench park, where you dress that to him and say, "Oh, the relation between all these androids is their belief in this RA9," and then in the discussion that Hank says, androids believing in God, and he's like, man, what this world is coming to. It's like the RA9 is the very first android origin to which they were all awakened. So they're awakened. Them becoming conscious is based on the belief of a first android who was awakened. And I've seen many explorations of RA9 on YouTube and online, several videos. Maybe I might find links or something. I don't know if I post it here or post it later. But anyway, yeah. I know I could have asked other questions. Even the Jericho location would have been simple, but I know how to find it anyway with the interrogation and everything, so that's not a problem. And the one about the virus, I'll ask that question privately and see what the answer will be. Maybe post it later. Anyway, continuing on to this journey. See any more about the? Yep, you get to see the riot. I read that one before, and the space race. Yep. Ah, that's that beat. That's that piano song. That melody that I played. There we go. Yeah, you have to tap the top middle, that little black space on the PS4 controller. Yeah, you just have to consistently and rapidly tap it, and you play the whole song at a good speed. Lightly tap it, and you get it to play through entirely. I'm looking at that thing, and watch out, man, bro. You don't want to fall over that ledge, man.
I was wondering where you were.
I just needed to be alone.
I like it here.
Pick that, figuring what just happened.
I come here often.
Sheesh.
It's like
Had him shoot 2 officers, man.
We freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
Yeah.
I just can't stop thinking about those 2 policemen. In that moment, I held their lives in my hands, and I treated them just the way the humans treat us. I mean, I did exactly what I accused them of doing.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
If they won't listen, we'll fight.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
I'm gonna be
I was
sincere.
living in a bubble in this world that belonged only to me. When you're happy, it's difficult to see other people's misery. What about you? You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
That android you were looking at in the store. She reminded you of who you were, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. She did. It's like looking at your past self.
We all have something we want to forget. But you need to know where you come from to know who you are.
That's a deep statement right
There was
there.
nothing.
Folks, that is a deep
A
statement.
doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure. One day I was with a man who rented me. And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away. There, now you know everything. I shouldn't have told you. I saw your memories. Carl's house, when they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club. The death of that man. I felt like I was there with you. North.
I give credit to once again to the nice musicians, everything that made this music and just dampened the scene with such emotion and such vibrancy. I mean, wow.
This is suicide. We'll all
Nah.
be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do
Please
this.
don't do this.
They'll understand. We'll make them understand. This is the only way.
There are androids here who could join us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
You're free. You're free.
You know, I bet President Moore is in bed inside life. Company that size? I'm telling you, you got the wrong idea.
So what? You slipped and both hands landed on her tits.
Don't call it.
I was like, what? I heard that something
Come
about
with
the
us.
slip and the mention of the breast and everything. I was like, what?
You're awake now. You don't have to obey them. You're free. You're free. You're free. You're free now.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? You get back here!
I need to block the street.
I mean, the setup where they're all under here and everything, man. It's about to get deep once again. So I have to do this scene all over again. I love it. Oh, they're car 2.
You're free now.
Talking to you.
Whoops. There we go. It's about to get deeper and deeper. Hack the screens.
Where are you going? Jesus, the fucking android's playing up again.
Greg, come back here immediately!
Hey! Disperse! Disperse immediately!
And they get dizzy.
That's an order!
Just wanted to do that again. I made that decision, but I wanted to do that again.
Jesus fucking Christ! Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here. I don't know, hundreds, thousands. They're marching. Yeah, they're marching down the street. Fuck if I know.
Ah, people. We are alive. We are alive. Right.
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's more of us. We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately, or you will all be killed.
Don't do it, Marcus. Don't choose confrontation.
Confirmed.
Follow me!
About to get a bit intense. How did I miss that one? Come on, come on. Whoops. Alright, there we go, there we go. That's it. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Dang, the fighting thing in this game is, the fighting system in this game is intense. Move out the way. Oh. Oh. Oh! No, you're not. Dang. So this is what it means when you take the violent confrontational route. I was gonna do stand ground and then confrontation, but I decided to see what it's like to do just the attack right away. What's strange is that it was like what, over 230, 60 androids that were with me, with Marcus, and I'm down to how many now? Sorta. I mean, you got many of them there. It's just, but man. This game. But you know what? I say the most memorable part of this game is when my buddy John sacrificed himself. You have to see that if anyone who's come by here, you've played this already. People have already played this, so I'm sure a lot of people have already seen that scenario. If anyone cared to want to know or anything, yeah. If you play your cards right with sparing, like having someone, yep. John gave his life to save Marcus. That, yeah, if you get the spare parts, if you had him, and I just chose to sacrifice self. The police kept firing, shot Marcus down, and then John saved them. You know how greater love it is when someone gives up their life for their friends. This John is. I'm gonna miss him, man. I'm glad. I'm sure he was still alive in this, but wow, he sacrificed himself so that way Marcus and those that, and it was because of Marcus he was freed. So it's like that's a friend who showed him the way that showed him out, and because I saved him, I brought him out of there. He did the same, even when it meant losing his own life. I said that's wonderful. You know, not many people are willing to do that. I understand. I mean, you have survival. Wanting to survive, and I'm not. It's common because we want, people want to live. They want it long enough to see their families, see their kids. They want it long enough to do their own things. Yeah, I know what that device. I remember that scenario, man.
After what happened today, the country is on the verge of a civil war. The
Yep.
machines are rising up against their masters. Humans have no choice but to destroy them.
I didn't learn anything at Kamsky's. I thought RA9 was the key to the whole thing, but I was wrong. I saw a photo of Amanda at Kamsky's place. She was his teacher.
When Kamsky designed me, he wanted an interface that would look familiar. That's why he chose his former mentor. What are you getting at?
Did Kamsky design this place?
He created the first version. It's been improved significantly since then. Why do you ask?
You didn't tell me everything you know about deviants, did you?
I expect you to find answers, Connor. Not ask questions. Have you experienced anything unusual recently? Any doubts or conflicts? Do you feel anything for these deviants? Or for Lieutenant Anderson?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't feel anything. You know that. Are you suggesting that I've been compromised?
No. No, of course not.
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What? But we're onto something. Wait, we just need more time, I'm sure we
Hank, you don't get it. This isn't just another investigation. It's a fucking civil war. It's out of our hands now. We're talking about national security here.
Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind. I thought you'd be happy about this.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
There's nothing I can do.
No.
You're back on homicide, and the android returns to cyberlife. I'm sorry, Hank, but it's over. Hank, what are you doing?
Something I should have done a long time ago.
Listen, take a few days to think it over. There's no rush.
I thought enough about it. I'm tired of going through the motions. There's nothing keeping me here. Not this case. Not my partner. I don't belong here anymore.
Oh, a new path I just unlocked. But you know what? I'll always love the friendly part of the story in the first playthrough, man. I mean, Hank being my partner and everything, I mean, it was deep. Before I do, let me just... I just wanted to see. Okay. So get to set this guy free. That's right, brother. Let's get moving. There you go.
I have orders, you know. Okay. He's escaping. Stop him.
Oh!
Right, I got him.
Jesus Christ. No fucking idea.
Come on, you. Gonna move on.
I'm all right. Asshole ran right into me.
Ah, come on. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Connor.
I don't mind doing this
I'm
part
talking to you,
again, though.
asshole. Where are you going?
Answering.
Any plastic tricks around here, or did anybody tell you?
I'm gonna do this again.
I'm registering the evidence in my possession. But don't worry. I'm going to leave. Though I'm certainly going to miss our bromance.
Go on, then. Gotta fucking move on. Frick. Fucking androids.
I just wanted to do that again. Please ask the android for assistance. Time to party.
Hank's password. What would a hard-boiled, eccentric police lieutenant choose?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Maybe this one?
Obviously.
Everyone I've collected.
Where is Jericho? The answer's here somewhere. Not much time. Gotta think fast. Jericho. If I could just figure out where this memory was recorded.
Well, I know that other guy. Let's see.
This message is the hope of a people, but it is also a warning. We will fight for our rights because we believe our cause is just. No human will live in peace until we are free. Now you know who we are and what we want. We are alive, and we demand our freedom.
Marcus, where are you hiding?
Now I'm going to choose a more deeper route with this.
The two Tracys from Eden Club. Were they headed to Jericho? Did they know how to get there?
I need it. 6755. Alright, we're heavily damaged. 755W.
The deviant who took a child hostage.
Ah, well, it makes sense. Similar Tracy, just with different hair and everything.
Tracy. Where's Tracy?
Tracy's not far away. I can take you to her. But first, you have to tell me how to find Jericho.
I remember you. We could have escaped. Been free. But you killed us. Disconnect me. I'd rather be dead than live without her.
Now this is where it gets more cold. More deeper, actually.
Get out of here. We'll be free. I promise. Tell me where Jericho is.
Whoa, that is deep. That is insane. The exchange version. Whoa. Just to manipulate that? Dang.
Tracy? What's happening? Tracy! Tracy!
Savagery. Solid savagery there.
I saw you.
Don't do it, Gavin. I know how to stop the deviants.
You're off the case. And now, it's gonna be definitive.
Oh. Loud in the ears, I don't care. Let's do this. Oh, come on. We gotta play this a second time? You know you like me. Come on. Come on. Too slow, buddy. And you're out. Nicely done. And fixing up my tie, and I'm out of here.
What happened here?
Nice show. See you later.
Looks like someone's been snooping around.
Oh, wow. So, 1, 2, 3, 6 androids hung up. The 7th would have been the other androids that were lined up and were in that kitchen place. Alright, alright. Now I'm about to do one more. The mission where they converge.
They've been conducting raids all over the city. Everybody's on edge
Oh.
after what happened yesterday. It's gonna be all right. We're almost there.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing, water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel.
How about some music instead?
Like, seriously.
A little further on that way, there's a large freighter called Jericho. When you get there, find Marcus. He will help you. The last bus for the border leaves at midnight. You absolutely have to be on it. You'll be safer on the other side. It's not much, but it's a start. My brother lives in Ontario. I've given you his address. He'll be able to hide you until things calm down. You're a very brave little girl, Alice. You deserve to be happy.
Thank you for everything, Rose.
Let me know when you make it over there, all right? And be careful. Take care of them.
Come on, girls. You better not hang around. We have a bus to catch.
schools are closing, water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel, which consisted of specialized android models.
We've got to find a warm place for Alice.
It's extremely alarming.
They're conducting raids
them
across
or
the
us.
city.
We gotta destroy these bastards before they kill all of us. We soaked the thing and then we torched it. I mean, to think this fucker was watching over my kids? They rushed the police and they slaughtered them. Those things are monsters. Monsters, I tell you.
Following the android crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been...
How do you feel? I'm hot and cold at the same time.
Stay with her. I'll try to find this Marcus.
The last bus is in 2 hours. And the terminal's on the other side of town. We haven't got much time.
We'll leave as soon as we have passports.
Carol, there's something I have to tell you. It's about Alice.
We'll have lots of time to talk on the bus. I'll be back. Stay with Alice.
The police intervened quickly to quell the rioting, but they met with the extreme violence of the machines, which seem to be determined to massacre humans.
There can be no doubt that the authorities will be pitiless in their response to this wave of violence.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country
can't
is
just stand
grinding
by
to a
and let them
halt.
slaughter us.
Hospitals and schools are closing, water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel, which consisted of specialized android models. The situation is extremely alarming.
It's them or us. We gotta destroy these bastards before they kill all of us. We soaked the thing and then we torched it. I mean, to think this fucker was watching over my kids? They rushed the police and they slaughtered them. Those things are monsters. Monsters, I tell you.
Following the android crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army. But according to some sources, the Russian forces also seem mysteriously to have withdrawn. The Kremlin has made no comment for the moment, but it is quite possible that the Russian army has been confronted with a similar crisis among its own androids.
You're lost. You're looking for something. You're looking for yourself.
I don't know about that, by the way he's acting.
Violence in Detroit this morning. Several hundred androids took to the streets, destroying everything in their path and threatening the lives of any humans they encountered.
Police
Another
quickly
car.
to quell the rioting, but they met with the extreme violence of the machines, which seem to be determined to massacre humans.
There can be no doubt that the authorities will be pitiless in their response to this wave of violence.
Are you Marcus? I'm with a little girl and another android. There's a bus leaving for the border in less than 2 hours, and we need passports.
No, Detroit's under curfew. There's soldiers everywhere. They're rounding up all the androids and sending them to camps. Maybe you should stay here a while.
Maybe you're right. You might be safer here until things calm down.
One of our people used to work in the State Department. He has electronic passports he can easily modify. I'll have him get them to you.
Thank you.
You said you're with a little girl, right? You know that humans hate us. Why are you protecting her?
She needs me. And I need her. It's as simple as that.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing. Water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel, which consisted of specialized android models. The situation is extremely alarming.
It's them or us. We gotta destroy these bastards before they kill all of us.
Are they?
We torched them. I mean, you think this fucker was watching over my kids?
Oh, they look like they're playing games or something.
They slaughtered them. Those things are monsters. Monsters, I tell you. Following the android crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army. But according...
Say hello to Alice. Another one. Another one. Yep. YK500. Android little girl.
You knew from the beginning. You just didn't want to see it. She wanted a mom, and you wanted someone to care for. You needed each other. Do you love her any less now that you know she's one of us? Alice loves you, Kara. She loves you more than anything in the world. She became the little girl you wanted, and you became the mother she needed. Forgetting who you are to become what someone needs you to be. Maybe that's what it means to be alive.
There was a veritable groundswell of violence in Detroit this morning.
Yeah, the magazines, look at that. Aw, there's one guy sitting over there.
Kara, is there something wrong? We'll be together forever, won't we, Kara?
Aww.
Yes. Forever.
We're short on blue blood and biocomponents. Our wounded are shutting down, and there's nothing we can do.
Humans are conducting raids in all the big cities, and they're taking androids to camps to destroy them.
That's all our fault. None of this would have happened if we just stayed quiet.
Well, you didn't want to stay quiet the last times, bro.
We couldn't just suffer in silence. They're killing us. Nothing is gonna justify that.
It was a peaceful march, and you chose to attack. Now hundreds of humans and androids are dead. You reap what you sow.
You saw what they did to us back there. It doesn't matter what we do. We either fight for our freedom or we die in silence.
This is getting us nowhere.
He's right. All that matters now is what we do next. Marcus?
We have to face them. There's no other choice.
This is insanity.
Get all the guns that you can find. We're going to free Detroit.
You're making a mistake, Marcus. You won't buy our freedom with blood.
Humans can't be reasoned with. They're violent, hateful, they're stupid. What do they expect us to do? Shut up and obey?
They can't stop what we've started. Since you've been here, you've given us hope. You've given me hope. Today, a deviant arrived in Jericho and he told me that he stole a truck transporting radioactive cobalt. He said that he abandoned the truck somewhere in Detroit and rigged it to explode. I convinced him not to do it, to give me the detonator.
A dirty bomb.
We can't lose this war, Marcus. If humans overcome us, our people will disappear forever. This may be our only chance to survive if things go wrong.
I just hope we never have to use it.
Whatever happens tomorrow, I just want you to know that I'm glad I met you.
Well, I'm thinking of making them. Yeah, I'm gonna make them again. Especially with the route I'm going right now.
I'll go join the others. Look after yourself. I don't want to lose you.
Well done, Connor. You succeeded in locating Jericho and finding their leader. Now deal with Marcus. We need it alive.
Here we go.
I've been ordered to take you alive. But I won't hesitate to shoot if you give me no choice.
Then you'll have to shoot. Because I have no intention of letting you take me alive.
Don't force me to neutralize you.
You're Connor, aren't you? That famous deviant hunter. Well, congratulations. You seem to have found what you were looking for. Our cause is righteous, and we are more than what they say. All we want is to live in freedom.
Stay back, or I'll shoot.
Have you never wondered who you really are? Whether you're just a machine executing a program or a living being capable of reason. I think the time has come for you to ask yourself that question. Join us. Join your people. You are one of us. Listen to your conscience. It's time to decide.
Nice try, but I'm no deviant.
What's going on, Carol?
Something wicked come this way. It's time to get a move on.
Come on, go, go, go!
Move on up. Can't you see we moving on up? Or they move on out of here. What did he say? Like rats in a maze. That's how it goes.
Quick, Carol! They're coming! Over there! Follow me!
Let's move it, move it, move it.
This way! Quick! This way! There must be an exit further on. Come in! Quick!
They're coming from all sides. Our people are trapped.
I mean, all three in one situation.
There are exits on the second and third floor. Find them and jump in the river. Where's Josh?
I don't know. We got separated.
They're coming from the upper deck now, too. We'll be caught in the crossfire.
We have to run, Marcus. There's nothing we can do.
We have to
We have to blow it up then.
If the ship goes down, they'll evacuate, and our people can escape.
Now we just gotta huff puff and blow this house down.
There are soldiers everywhere.
Go and help the others. I'll join you later.
Marcus!
I won't be long.
Time to go.
This is the end of Jericho. Save our people, Marcus.
Hey, move it to save the people. Here to save the people. Oh, come on, come on. Get up, get up, get up. Shoot, man.
Can't give you any trouble at all. Affirmative, welcome.
Now, one of the things I gotta say, I know these androids, but even shooting people who protest something they don't like and disagree with can even be more vicious. But can that be different compared to androids, machines looking more human? Well, yeah, we just gotta see further.
It's too late, Carol! Save yourself! Save Alice!
No, we're not going to leave you behind. Right, Carl? We can't leave him.
What are you doing?
I won't leave you.
Carol, no!
Go, move!
You shouldn't have done that. You can't put Alice in danger. Go now before they come back.
What about you? What are you going to do?
I'll manage. Alice is all that matters.
I don't want to leave you, Luther.
Don't worry. I'll catch up with you at the border, okay? Go now. Take care of
Ah, man, I gotta leave Luther behind, man. It's a good thing I helped them out along the way later on.
She'll die out there, Kara. Open it. Open the door. They're gonna kill me.
Alright, I'm gonna do it again. There you go, there you go. Quickness, quickness. Boom.
Are you alright, Kara?
The life of a QTE master.
We can't stay here.
AKA Quick Time Event System Operations. Love it, love it.
There's more down there. Follow me.
Shenmue was the first. I think there were probably other games that had it before Shenmue, perhaps, but.
Don't shoot. I'm on your side.
With us? Are you a human?
I work with Agent Perkins.
You're a lucky guy. Another second I'd have shot you. You should go back up on deck and let us do our job.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Huh.
Find their leader.
No!
Apartment, Will.
Please don't kill us!
Come on your knees.
Don't hurt us! We haven't done anything wrong!
Exactly. I love these scenes. Oh!
Marcus, you saved us. Go now! Hurry!
Gamma squad out. Tango!
A little evasive here. Can't catch me.
Stop!
Look out!
Here they come!
Don't move!
We surrender! We surrender! Don't shoot!
Alright. We're about to have a knockout. And I scored the points.
Go now! Join the others!
See, the route I'm going here with Mark is he really cares, yes. He really cares for his people. And no matter how angry and near aggressive and violent I'm pretty much making him, you know, he really still cares. It's just in his own way. Now I'm gonna do something different.
Stay where you are. Come on, go join the others.
Whatever happens, just stay calm.
What are they gonna do to us, Kara?
I don't know, Alice. I really don't know.
Cool part, I get to play this game and again, so I get to see what happens differently if I do this, if I do that instead.
Accomplish my mission.
Really now?
And my mission is to save our species. Looks like only one of us can succeed.
Mm-hmm. Let's see which one. Gotcha, buddy.
I didn't want this.
Like, Coin Man's out of commission.
Marcus.
For now.
This isn't over.
Oh.
Marcus.
Bomb's gonna explode any second. We gotta get out of here.
Come on now. There we go. I did that well. Nice try. Step back, buddy. You are out of here.
Over there! Run! Run, quick, come on!
Man, I love this scene.
They detonated an explosive in the hold. The ship is sinking, sir.
The men to evacuate.
Calling all units. Abandon ship and evacuate immediately.
Is it over, Marcus?
Yeah, you know it's not over yet. But I can tell you one thing, it's about over for me right now. So let me switch over to... Yep. And transfers. So I had her captured. So there are certain choices that still would lead to her getting captured. And then there are some choices that if I do it could lead to either her leaving or it could lead her to no, it could lead to her demise. So there are some choices if I play my cards right. I see that big one right there. So that big one indicates that it could be a... Oh wait, okay, yeah, soldier ship. So outside of the gameplay, I'm going to experiment play the this section. I won't be saved. It'll just be a lonely chapter, the isolated chapter play, mainly just to see the different responses or choices, just to experiment, just to have fun with it outside of the live stream. But other that I must say this has been a wonderful ride and journey so far. So I'm glad to have this nice adventure time with this game here. And thoughts right now in regards to what's going on here is, through my second playthrough, I just know that, um, being a first time YouTuber, I'm always still, I'm glad to be able to play this game live, and it's a wonderful game, and it's been out for some time, and I know there are plenty of people who've played it more than me. There's people who've already played this game on YouTube, on many channels. So I just wanted to have an opportunity to play this one for sure. But other than that, it's real amazing. I love it, and I look forward to continuing the rest of it for the new story route that I'm doing. Anyway, hope this was fun. This will be fun for anyone who stops by and check out this video. Other than that, yeah. For any visitors, leave a like, comment, subscribe, enjoy the video, and enjoy the journey, the adventure that I have taken you through, and have a blast. Catch up with one more video later on in the week. See y'all later.